KCWFM 81 The Bug. This is SelectaSteppa, and you're tuning in to the exclusive interview by the one and only Caj Encee. Now, you may remember the interview I did with him over summertime, massive one. Now he's back and he got a surprise for us. So, Caj Encee, what's new, man? What's going on?
Man, not a whole lot, man. Just working on new music, you know, trying to head into the new year with a new hunger, a new vengeance, you know. But the project is done. The first project is done. You know, I wrapped that up not too long ago. So it'll be ready to go on the 28th. That's this Thursday.
This Thursday. Are you excited, man?
Oh, man. You already know. It's been a process, man. It's been a long process. So I'm happy to get it out.
Okay. So the project itself is 1992-2015 is the title of your first EP. Tell us about where you got that idea from.
It just comes from, you know, me beginning two new walks of life, you know. So 92 is when I was born, you know, physically. And so in 2015 is, you know, was the year that I really decided that I'm going to really push my music and try to put it out there for the people.
Okay. So now you've recently changed your artist name. And for those who don't know, you used to go by Uno, but now you're Caj Encee. So tell us about how you came to that decision.
You know, I never really felt like Uno was a name that fully suited me. And, you know, it was in line with, you know, the things that I like, you know, keeping it A1, top quality, top shelf, you know, good music, good vibes and all that. But ultimately, I wanted it to change because, you know, I felt like it needed to be more me. So with Caj, you know, that's actually just a variant of my name, my real name. And Encee, the second part, is just my initials spelled out. And that's just what I wanted with the whole name change, was just to make it more me, be more symbolic with myself.
Okay. So how do you feel about your music and where it's going right now?
You know, I feel good about it. You know, the first project is complete, and, you know, like I was saying, it was a long process, and, you know, I'm just excited about the music and where in the direction that I'm taking it right now. You know, is definitely going to be more exciting, have some more energy to it. You know, with my first project, I think my main goal was just to show people that I can rap, you know, and showcase my talents, while still, you know, giving full transparency with myself and still giving raw emotion to the people. And, you know, so with the second project, I still want to do that. I still want to give full transparency. I still want to give that same raw emotion, but, you know, I just want to, you know, get that energy element to it, get the people moving a little bit more. Okay,
I feel that. And for those who don't know out there, what made you get into rap and really pursue it?
You know, I think just aside from being involved with the music side of music at a young age, you know, it just came with developing my love for writing raps and, you know, just watching my own favorite artists. You know, what I try to do is, you know, I hope that when people listen to my music, you know, it makes them feel the same way that I feel when I listen to my favorite artists.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what's going on.
Right. And you know, when you're in the studio, right, and you're making music, and you know, you think you have a dope record, who do you know, talk to or get your approval from?
I just be sending it to just the homies, man. Just the homies. I be sending tracks to all of them, you know. I be sending tracks to my homie Ish. I be sending tracks to my homie Hunter. And when I get the time, I be sending tracks to my homie Devontae. You know, he's like my brother. You know, I known him since we was real young. So, you know, if he's feeling the music, if he's feeling the record, then you know, that's usually a pretty good indicator for me, because he's like my toughest critic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what do you do to get into the zone before you start writing music?
I wouldn't say I really do too much. You know, I just like to be alone. I like to be in my own space, and, you know, I just be smoking.
Yeah.
And that's it, really. You know, I just like to have no interruptions, being in my own space, really. Yeah.
Okay. And a lot of people don't really know how much time goes into being an artist who is really dedicated to their craft. Talk about how much time you put in your work.
Man, a lot. There's a lot that goes into it, just even at the stage that I'm in right now. There's, you gotta, paying and setting up studio time and, always looking for new music, always looking for new beats and, trying to come up with, new artwork and new visuals for music video ideas. And then, after all that, it's always trying to reach out to other artists who you think are dope and, who you might try to work with.
Okay. So what would you say is your aim with your music?
I would say I just try to connect with, try to connect with my audience on the very simple emotions that I think we all have, and sometimes it could be about love, sometimes it can be about victories or downfalls that we might have or fears that we may have, and, also just communicating, the aspirations that we have and, the things that we're chasing after most. I think those are the things I try to convey most with my music.
Okay. And so, how is it going with the ladies, man? Like, what's Caj Encee current love situation?
Man, it's okay right now. It's not like I'm not really moving too fast in any direction right now. The way I see it right now is, I'm full focused on, putting my energy into music right now. So, time for that is kind of put on the back burner a little bit. But, I'm kind of at the point, where it's like, how these females, man, they be talking like, I got standards and, I'm not going to settle for this and I'm not going to settle for that. And, it's like, for me, it's the same way, like, I'm not going to settle and I got standards myself. So, for any lady that, is trying to make an entrance, you got to really deserve that.
Okay. That's interesting, man. I like that. And how do you feel about Seattle's hip hop scene and where it's going?
I feel like the Seattle scene is definitely improving. I think more people, not only locally, but nationally. Hip hop has always been big, but I think the appreciation for it is definitely growing, within Seattle. And, I'm just watching the effects that it has,
right.
Here on campus at Central, watching, the effects that hip hop and black culture have on this area over here. And, so I think it's definitely improving. I think more people are paying attention and it's headed in a good direction. There's still some things that need to go on behind the scenes, but I think it's headed in a good direction.
Okay. So what about right now? Like, let's say, who would you like to see come to Seattle and represent for the city?
Who would I like to see come to Seattle?
Yeah.
A lot of people have came to Seattle, and
true.
I just been missing my opportunities to go see them.
Yeah.
But I would like to see The Weeknd out here. He's one of my favorite artists. Definitely Drake. That would be cool. It's Big Sean. I miss Big Sean and J. Cole and YG when they came out here.
Summertime. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
So there's a lot of people I like to see. Some new people I'm listening to right now. I didn't really listen to him a whole lot back then, and a lot of people got opinions about his music. But I've grown a lot of appreciation for what Future does musically.
Yeah.
And so I've been listening to him, and people got their opinions about him, about his beats. He only got beats, and he's not very lyrical.
Yeah.
But he does other things with the music itself that not too many people can do. So I'm growing an appreciation for a lot of different artists who I might not have looked at before pursuing my own goals musically.
Okay.
But yeah.
So another question is, how do you go about formulating your tracks, putting them together? Does the hook come first? Like all that process.
Sometimes it just depends. Sometimes the hook comes to me first. And, sometimes, I would say probably most of the time, I get into writing the verses. And, I can't really jump around in the song like, oh, I'm going to put this down here, or I'm going to put this in the middle, or this up top. That usually comes after I've got enough material to make the song. Right. And then, then I'll formulate it from there. I'll see what I got written down. And then, I'll start putting things in their place.
How important is it to have a good chorus? to you?
I think it's definitely an important element. You know, I think it's all up to the creative process of the artist to make a song what it is. But you know, a hook is definitely a vital element of the whole record.
Okay.
Yeah.
So also, how do you feel about people who may not like your music, man? Because I know it happens. So.
Yeah. You know, the way my whole approach to that is, you know, everyone's gonna like something and everyone's gonna dislike something, you know. So there's people who are gonna like it and there's people who aren't gonna like it, and you just have to know that. And you know, that doesn't really affect me. You know, I'm gonna keep pushing the music that, you know, I'm aiming to make, and you know, I'm sure that it'll resonate with a lot of people, and you know, just naturally there's gonna be a lot of people who it doesn't resonate with. So, you know, I take everything with a grain of salt, you know, whether it's good or bad. You know, I just try to look at it that way.
And you know, before I let you go, I wanna ask you some everyday questions that, you know, some of your fans wanna know, I wanna know, and you know, majority of the people, right?
Yeah.
And you know, the first thing is, what's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning?
What time is it?
Do you prefer blunts or J's?
Blunts.
It's funny you say that because my roommate this weekend, he tried a gas mask. Have you tried?
The gas mask is crazy.
Yeah.
The gas mask, yeah, it's bringing it to you full force with the gas mask. That's no lie.
So, what's your favorite pizza toppings?
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian. Okay. That's the one that got pineapples, right?
Yeah. People don't be really like, I don't know. I feel like people don't really mess with Hawaiian like that, but I like the Hawaiian, man, and throw a third topping of bacon on there, and that's cool. That's a cool pizza for me.
I don't know. I think the Hawaiian is good, but sometimes I like the pineapple, and sometimes it's just not. It's just not my
I don't know,
taste.
man. I know, man. People be feeling like that. They be having issues with warm fruit on their pizza or something, but you know, I don't know. My taste buds just work like that or something. It enjoys that.
Okay. Team iPhone or Android?
iPhone, for sure.
Favorite sports team?
Los Angeles Lakers and the Seattle Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? 12's up.
So, what do you prefer? Thick chicks or slim chicks, man?
Both.
So, if you could see anyone perform, dead or alive, who would it be?
That's tough, man. I think there'd be a couple people. I think I'd want to see definitely Tupac perform.
Yeah.
And definitely Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can people reach you, you know, on social media? Because I know you got Snapchat and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's Caj _Encee on Twitter, Caj _Encee on Instagram, same thing there. And then the Snapchat is nc.a1. You know, yeah, and that's where you can get at me.
Okay. Nice, man. Well, Caj Encee, it was nice. You know, I'm very happy first and foremost that, you know, actually this project has come to life.
Yeah, definitely.
I know it's a huge accomplishment, and it's something that you should be proud of, because I know, you know, it's not easy, you know, doing this music. And you know, as I said before, you know, this is great, man. I want to see more people, you know, do the same stuff and really take it seriously like you do. So appreciate this, man.
Yeah, good looking, man. Thanks for having me.
Anytime.
I got a like when you're ready, just let me know.
She wanna be my baby.